Howdy and welcome, everybody. My name's Rex Thompson. I'm your instructor at National University, Research Writing 260. Welcome. It is Tuesday, one day after our first day of our semester. It's going to be a fast 4 weeks. I just wanted to introduce myself. I'll be posting these every once in a while, so there's some human contact, not just words on a page. What is research writing? How important is it? Well, you're going to find out. And the steps that you need to have reliable research papers. And that's going to be the key to this whole course is reliability. And I'm going to constantly, the tutorials show this, the research methods, we're going to constantly keep hammering the reliability of your information you're going to be providing in your final research paper. Take this week and choose a topic. There's a list in the topics area. You could choose one of those, or you could choose one yourself that you need to run by me if you're going to do that. It should have a technology aspect to it. It could be something to do with your major, your career, your life. But if you're not going to pick one from the list, run it by me and let's see if it works. You're going to have to research this thing for the next 3 weeks. And so hopefully it's something you're interested in. Because if you're not interested in it, it's going to make a really dull paper. And I've got to read these things, and so does your classmates, because you're going to be posting your draft to them. So you want to make it everything as interesting as possible. Research writing doesn't mean boring writing, and it's very creative, by the way. And you all have a voice. You might not think you do, but you do. And I'm going to get to know your voices as the course goes on by reading your papers. Some of you might maybe don't think you're creative writers or very good writers. Well, we're going to find out. We're going to get through this thing together. And by using the National Library and the Writing Center, we're going to improve your research abilities and your writing abilities. And I think you'll be impressed about the changes that are going to come. Take this week to introduce yourself. I already see that a bunch of you already have. Tell us a little about something about yourself, what your goals are, your dreams are. Little or a lot, whatever. You probably saw mine. I won't bore you with the details right now, but I've been teaching this class since about 2006 in the classroom and online. Now it's all online since the pandemic. And I learned something each and every time because I have different students. I'm only as good as the students in the class. If I get good response from students, it ups my game as an instructor. This difference right now in this course and this time in History at National is we're switching over from Blackboard. Maybe you've done a couple classes already on Blackboard to a thing called Brightspace. Please learn everything you can about Brightspace because that's our platform right now for assignments, discussions, announcements for this. For everything is on Brightspace. Please take the tutorial. We'll get through this as best we can, and the best way to do it is by doing. Look at week 1. Look at the syllabus. That's a boilerplate syllabus. Kind of covers everything from fairness in the workplace to behavior. And then look at the outline, which is specific to this class, what you're expected. It'll have the assignment breakdowns with the points. And so it'll give you more of a specific look at this course. It's a work in progress, folks. We're all new to Brightspace, and so if there's going to be mistakes or glitches, we're all in this together. If you have any questions, please post them on the discussions. And it's okay if other students respond to your question. Maybe they know it quicker than I could get to it. Don't be afraid to ask a silly question or what you think is a stupid question. There are no silly or stupid questions, but there are silly and stupid unanswered questions or unasked questions. We're all in this together, even though we're all in our apartments or houses or houseboats or trailers, wherever we are, we're living, whatever part of the country we are. A lot of you are in Southern California, where the mothership is down in San Diego. I'm up in Northern California, where all the fires are. And there are people from all over the world. Last month, I had somebody who was in, not in Afghanistan, but near. I've had people in Japan, all over the country. Let me know. And so that when we're communicating, I'll get it that there's a different time delay we all have to deal with. I know a lot of you are in the military. That's nationals. A lot of people from national are in the military. At one time for a year, I taught at the Marine base in 29 Palms. Maybe you know what I'm talking about. Taught this class along with politics and speech, creative writing, anything to do with writing usually. We're in the humanities. That's my department usually. And that's what this falls under. I believe in the written word. I'm a novelist, playwright, and screenwriter. And so written language is really important to me. Maybe it's important to you. It should be. This course is going to provide you, hopefully, with the tools to write a really good research paper, and it's going to be helpful in other classes for sure. Maybe your careers, your jobs, where you have to learn how to do research other than just Googling everything or Wikipediaing everything. There's more to it than that, and there's more specific tools than that. Academic tools, maybe you know some of them already, like ProQuest, etc. We'll get into all this later. But this week, introduce yourself. And then look at the assignments. Read the material. There's no textbook, so you don't have to pay money for that, but the readings are all online. Look at the tutorials, the videos. Take notes. And then start clicking off the assignments. Everything is usually due. It might have different due dates, but everything eventually is due Sunday of each week by 12 midnight Pacific Standard Time. If it comes in later than that, you'll get points taken off for being late. If you're going to be late and there's a reason for it, just send me out an email. You know what it is. It's in my profile, rexhaas@yahoo.com, or text me at 530-941-9661. I'm pretty quick on response. Tell me you're going to be late. I don't need excuses. We all have lives. We all have families. We all have other things getting in the way. Just tell me you're going to be late, and then I'll hold off grading, and I won't give you 0 points for not handing something in. But if I don't get a note from you and there's nothing there, you will get a 0. Okay. The discussions are important. We're not in a classroom, so there's no need to be shy. Get in there and discuss. And usually each discussion will have a topic, and you discuss that. And usually it's asking you to make a comment about the topic, whatever it is. Sometimes you have to watch a video, and you make a comment on that subject. And then what I want you to do is reply to at least mostly 2 other students. Usually it says in the assignment, you'll see it. And comment on their comments. That's why it's called a discussion. If you just say, yeah, I agree with you, and that's it, that's not much of a discussion. I do read all those, I look at them, and if I don't see that you've responded to the correct amount of students, you will lose points. Or if your comments are not meaningful in any way, if they're just, yes, I agree with you, or no, I don't, and that's it, that's not much of a discussion, and you'll lose points on it. So really, discuss fully. Get out there, mix it up. That's how you get to know each other in this class. It's the only way we're going to get to know each other, because I'm not going to do a Zoom meeting unless you request it. I could do a Zoom if you want it, but every time I've done about half a dozen of these Zooms, and only half the people show up. Now, the reason why, because I don't add extra points for it. It's just part of the course. Am I going to require it? No. But if you want to have a Zoom meeting with me personally, just tell me, we can meet on Zoom. If you want a conference or you have some issues, no biggie. If half a dozen of you pipe in and you say you want a Zoom meeting, we'll have one. Usually they're 6 o'clock in the evening when everybody gets home from work, at least on the Pacific Coast time, and they're not very long, half hour at the most. If you want one, we'll do it. If not, we won't. But I will put a couple of these videos. We're learning the system at Bright Space. I could post audio, which I'll probably do also. And these will be in announcements. Okay, so look at what's due this week and just click off each assignment. At the end of each week, there's usually an important assignment. It'll have more points than the rest of them. Make sure you bear down on that and follow the instructions. If there's examples, and there usually are in every assignment, look at the template. Look at what the examples look like. That's what your assignments should look like. That's why we post them. So you could just follow the template. We're going to be writing APA in this course. Hopefully you've done APA before. We're going to have tutorials on it. That means your citations, formatting, all has to be APA. That's par for the course in this course, and it's par for academic research papers in college. Yes, there's MLA, but that's usually in a different division. Okay, but we're going to kind of focus on APA in this course. So, look at the deadlines. Try to stay on top of it. It's easy to fall behind. If you save everything till Sunday night, right before midnight, you're going to fall behind. And you're going to mess up, and the system's not going to work, and you're going to have issues. Try to avoid that by trying to stay on top of the assignments and getting them in on a timely manner. Also, I want you guys to, hopefully you've taken the tutorials about Brightspace, but we do learn by doing. Okay, what else before I stop talking? In this class, I'm expecting academic honesty above everything else. Plagiarism will get you a failing grade in the class. We want to avoid this. We'll be talking about plagiarism a lot because sometimes we plagiarize, we don't even know we're doing it. Sometimes we do. Be that as it may, we're going to avoid plagiarism. I'm going to look for honest papers, strongly written papers, and the truth. No, come on. How hard is that? Anyway, I look forward to getting to know you through your writing, through your essays, through your responses. By the time this is over, I'll have a sense of who you are. I'll have a sense of what your voice is like. I'm here. You know how to get a hold of me. Try to make this journey together and try to learn something together. And hopefully it works out for all of us. Anyway, that's all I'm going to do. Just keep these things short. So I'll see you next time. Adios.